So welcome to this preview and review video of the Serie A. We did make a preview, so we have to check out where we had been wrong or where we had been doing well. This we do with the assistance of the Betmaster Tool that you can get your access to as well. So within a couple of minutes you would have this view on your own computer and you would be able to compile the prices like I do, and I've done for more than 30 years, and you will be able to use my settings as well if you wish to, and you will be able to adjust those settings all on your own. If you do have doubts about how to do this, you can very well and easily get some assistance by myself. Even if you just would like to have some quick questions also, you can contact me via email or get to my Twitch stream and type in your questions. I will happily assist you with anything you are in doubt with. And I have been working with this tool, and I've been starting with the tool in 1990 with a pure demand or with the idea to be able to compile or to assess the probabilities of the outcomes of football games, everything that is betting market is having offers for. And with this approach I have been pretty successful as well, but also it is the only right approach, I would say. So work out the probabilities yourself and then compare those in the reciprocal. All you have to do is divide the one divided by the probability and you have a true price. And as soon as you have that, you have all the chances to beat the betting market in case the price you are getting is higher than this reciprocal of the probability. It's a very simple approach that I explained a couple of times. Of course, you find other videos if you join my channel or you subscribe here and check it out. Here we have the evaluations of Italy. If it's early in the season, I don't know the word season or campaign, I would say. If it's early in the campaign, then we are not so certain about many things. Juventus have been weakened. They lost also their games, or they couldn't win. So why not? And they lost Ronaldo, and maybe that's a major impact. They as well, Inter actually lost Lukaku, so maybe they are not that strong anymore. So we set them 2.0 because above 2.0, that's usually where Bayern Munich are, or the top teams. As you saw, Manchester City, they are 2.67, 2.7. Bayern Munich also 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. So they are very superior. And 2.0 is already any side at 2.0 scoring twice as many goals as they concede. That's always a title challenger, unless there is someone like Manchester City or Bayern Munich, who are unchallenged. But here, there are a couple of teams that are able to challenge the top sides. Do we consider Napoli to be third? Very reliable, plenty of campaigns in a row, never really getting there, but still they could be close. Also, Milan improved quite a bit, but are they good enough yet? Well, they beat Lazio now. Roma also in some doubt, not so reliable for quite a while. They are a bit behind. Also Atalanta, maybe two very good campaigns, but now what do we think of them? Lazio a bit behind maybe, but there is a huge gap up after these. I wouldn't know how to adjust this. If you know, you can either type in the quotient here or simply move them up one place or those one or two below, or do those adjustments. Of course, you have to get used to it, but if you see the prices coming out and you disagree, or the prices disagree with market, then you can still say, well, I'm going to adjust that because I would like to have my prices, my compilations more in tuning with the market, better tuned to the market prices, because market is pretty strong as well. Sassuolo, we still have a small gap there, to them a huge one, but from them to Sampdoria, to Fiorentina, Verona, they do not really belong there. I watched the game yesterday at Bologna on Monday night, so I would rather exchange these two. They are weakened. If you look at no one really there in the lineup that you would say, well, this is all of them. They are on one level. But if anyone, then it's Bologna who are better with Arnautovic now. And why wouldn't you respect that? And they played a very good game. And this was typical Italian football, very, very balanced. Although Bologna, they are trying, they are approaching the goal, and they are the one having the possession and so on. But approach the goal is still a different story, and the others are waiting for their chance to come. And it does come here or there, but maybe just twice. And Bologna still, they are, and the pressure is mounting. From minute 70, you say, okay, the goal is going to come. And that's also when you watch the crowd there, then you see they are happy with what they see. It is a 0-0, but they feel it's coming, so they are happy. They are pushing them forward because they feel it's going to come. In Germany, they would be doubtful and careful, and maybe not. Well, it's 0-0 there. How are they going to score a goal? But here, they feel football a lot better. That's my understanding of that. Also, Udinese could be raised a bit. If I do changes here, you can do this as well. If you do the changes, I mean, the basis is always the goals they have scored and the goals they have conceded. Divide those by the number of games played. That's what the computer does automatically. If you do the initialization, then they will just purely be based on the results, by those influenced by the weights you give to the campaigns before, which should be a descending order here. But anyway, you still have the opportunity to do some assessments. I mean, I even would say that the Torino, in fact, usually always belong a bit higher, but if they do not get the results, why would we say so? Salernitana are simply overrated. I thought maybe Ribéry, the signing, they lost the games. I just that. I also thought Venezia are doing well. In Italy, it is more difficult than in Spain or in Germany to establish in the league. There are many teams coming up, maybe also staying there for 1 year, but usually they are in deeper trouble. It is also because there is a wider top. If there are 6 teams that you, or even 7 with Lazio now, Atalanta, Inter, stepping up there to this level. So you have 7 teams when all the lower teams already have a tough time to even win a single point from any of these games. So they are in more trouble, or they win less points because they have so many strong games to play. In Germany, they have 3 games maybe that are out of reach, but all the other 14 they play are maybe within their reach. And okay, anyway, I mean, Genoa are so weak. I would store it like this, and this is the Wettoberbewertung. I'm not sure how it's working now, but the intention is, of course, that you can get every week also the updated values here. But I think you would, after a while, you would start to learn and understand and use it appropriately, so you get the prices you want and you rely on. I mean, we are getting pretty decent prices here. In the Empoli Venezia, I was close. I wouldn't insist on this being right, and it would be a different value here. But still, we won the game. So Venezia won. We are happy. Napoli, Juve. I said it's very doubtful if Juventus are the favorites, and in fact, it turned around at market. Also, Napoli turned the game around. But still, I don't think it was a very good game of football. I didn't see enough, but I heard something about it, and it wasn't such a good game. So a bit lucky here somehow. Fiorentina, I said maybe we have the chance to go with them. We didn't, or we left this one alone, but I've said maybe they are a bit better. Sampdoria won a point. I went with Inter, maybe a bit unlucky, but of course that's the way things go. And also I said Inter maybe a bit lower now without Lukaku. Genoa won away from home to Cagliari. We're not unhappy with that. Computer may have said even Genoa. I said not against Cagliari. We didn't do that. Spezia Udinese, that was a mistake the computer made there. I adjusted this now a bit, but well, a mistake. I mean, if anything, I would have gone for Spezia. That was wrong. Maybe you should turn the bookmakers on so you see the odds comparison. I've forgotten this. Here we were clearly above market, which went well, but this was way too much. In Napoli, we were also above market. I explained this one already. In the Atalanta, we were quite happy, but it went along with market. In Sampdoria, we were below market. It was wrong. Genoa was 390 in that one. We would have won. We didn't do it. Udinese, we were once again above market. Of course, we are then in some bad shape here. And that's why I've done those adjustments. If you start with a league and you're not getting the results, I mean, all of them are 1-0, 0-1, games like that, and you're on the wrong side. But Venezia and Genoa are the other way around. There we would have won, so it's not everything wrong. And the 2-2 by Sampdoria, Inter is not a huge surprise. They were even winning. They conceded the goal. Also Milan, we were very, very good, and we won that one. But Torino, we were completely wrong again, and lost it without any chance. In the Roma game, once again, we look good here. Very good. In fact, we did bet that, or should have betted. In the Bologna, I was fully wrong. I accept that. If we start like that, we have to say, if you watched last weekend, the preview, and then you may already feel that I'm a bit uncertain about things. Why would we hustle now? I mean, we don't have to. If we were odds compilers, our bookmakers even, then we would have the chance, of course, we look what others do, and we wait for the bets coming in, because we feel uncertain. We feel not able ourselves to beat this league. It is a tough league anyway. And of course we have very good results and bad ones, but we seem in every game to be somehow away from market. So what are we doing wrong? I mean, it is the question if it's wrong, but something we are not quite fully happy with the settings. All that means is, let's observe it. We don't have to bet, right? Be careful, watch out, and that's the conclusion. And then we try to draw our conclusions, which means if the results are coming in, we compare it again, and we say again, look at that. Here we were good, and this one we were bad, like we just did. But we tried to draw those conclusions, and in the end, of course, still try to find some winning bets. I'm gonna turn the bookmakers off. If it's in there already, I don't know. But I'm still trying to guess the prices. We did have some prices already in here, so I recompiled it. I want to be able to delete them, but now we're not able to do so. Sassuolo against Torino, 193. I think it's too low. Market will be 2.1 even, possibly, I guess so, even more possible that it's even 2.20. That is because Torino might be better. Sassuolo are well respected, but are they really the better side? Market will also have its doubts, and we also have them. But we will have an indication we can think about, but we can also, in the end, place a bet or leave it and just observe it, put it down on paper and compare in the process, and then say, okay, we had been doing well. Last match day was a bit confusing. We had a couple of very good ones and a couple of terrible ones, which still doesn't say we are really fully there. We are not so trustful with the figures. I'd explain that. Genoa, Fiorentina, favorites. Well, Genoa are so, yeah, they won the game now, but I wouldn't think so. Market would say even game, although this Fiorentina result was a very good one. Inter 144, maybe 145, maybe 140. We don't have too much doubt about this one, although Bologna made a very good game yesterday. That looks right, although now even it may happen that we have to bet Atalanta. We will check it out. I mean, that we get 150, 155, that's possible, but not very likely. Salernitana are too weak. 0-4 losers, no one wants, so the price is lower on the opponent. Empoli, Sampdoria, maybe even favorites. I wouldn't think so. I would also think here pretty even game. Maybe, but still, but it's possible. Sampdoria are slight favorites. Venezia against Spezia, yeah, home win, yeah, this is the more likely one. The goal amount here is a bit high, so the draw probability is a bit high, especially for such a match where you would even figure yourself, well, 0-0, and see what happens. Roma we may go with again, but Verona were too weak, but still it's possible that we get a 160, 165. I can well imagine, and we can consider. Verona were no good. That's what I saw. Lazio Cagliari 146 is proper price. Maybe we get 150, would we? Yeah, possible, but we're not sure. Juventus slight favorites, that's fine. It looks perfect to me, but maybe market is still a bit conservative with Juventus, I'm not sure, and not trusting Milan. So we have it, maybe the chance to go with Milan. Do we want that? We are not so certain. But also after the bad results by Juventus, market may instantly rise their prices. Lower their evaluation and rise the price. Possible. Udinese Napoli looks very good to me. I think that's a very proper price. There will be 170, maybe 165, I don't know, but no more than this I got here. But we will check it out. That's what we gotta do. And I exposed myself with these evaluations. Genoa, I said, wouldn't be this huge dogs, but they are 220. I'm happy. I wouldn't do a bet, although computer might even propose Genoa. Not absurd to me. Why not? I mean, 340 is a very good price, but it's tough to win these at the moment. I don't know, but we keep that in mind. But it's not such a kind of indication. 340 versus 230.93. We have this small draw problem, maybe still. Usually this price is lower. Computer says it's higher, which means maybe some adjustment would be justified. If you want to check it out in this league, we go to the table. We do those comparison here with the draws, and we see here we only have 5 draws in this league as well, so this is clearly below expectancy. So there's not so much doubt about those draws in this league. If we have it in other leagues as well, then maybe our doubts should vanish. The computer is not so good on the draws because people do not care. So why would they need to bet there? I have to remove these. Inter, I said 140, 145. It's 138. That's fine. We're not gonna bet. It's perfect. Computer. Salernitana is even. As I said, they are not respect nil 4 no 117, 132 Atalanta, we have 145. We say job done, we're not gonna bet them. I mean 3 losses, nil 4, no one wants them. Empoli, I said it's an even game, that's what the market says. And it's, we could consider Sampdoria, but why would we? Empoli, nothing wrong with them. I mean, I guessed it was an even game. We can compare there as well. The Venezia, we could even try 245. Would I propose this? I mean, here we see as well, market is pretty high on the draw, which sounds as if, you know, I just said it sounds like a 0-0, maybe 1-1. But I would, why not? I mean, Venezia now they won their away game. I rated them a bit better. I heard about that. Maybe they could do better. That's what they did. So why not keep going, right? If we start, but very small indication. Roma, I said 158 is fine. Maybe we get 160. We get 193. So this is also for the Champions League. We can think about that. If this does have any impact, but we're at the same price on the team in the Premier League. That are also playing. This is just too much. I can't remember the game now. But 193, this is, I mean, after I saw them play, and also Roma did win their games, right? How did they perform so far? I mean, I should know, where are they? They are top. I mean, I was just curious, well, because I was starting from here. They are top. They won their games 9-2 plus 7. What's wrong with them? I mean, it's my team anyway. So I'm surely gonna do this, although I know maybe what it's based upon. First of all, Roma not being so reliable yet. Verona still considered to be maybe a bit better, which I doubted and which had been confirmed yesterday. I didn't doubt it really, I haven't adjusted the figures yet, but when I talked about the game, I said, well, I'm not so certain about them. Anyway, Juventus, we are perfect. I mean, it's fine. Juventus are always respected, even given those bad results. We have a 240 there, and they have a 225. This is simply perfect. No bet then. We would give the same price. Huh? Napoli is the same thing again, as the busy midweek, the smaller margin than Roma. Udinese even more respected, or I don't know why, but I don't see the huge difference. Of course, I could reset Verona back to where they came from because I set them down a bit, or the result also took its impact. But I can't complain here. I mean, I'm just gonna. Those are the three bets I had to propose here. And that's it for the sides. And I'm actually quite happy. It's not Venezia, I mean 236. Roma and Napoli, we have very similar games where it's somehow based on this Champions League maybe, or Roma are playing different competition, I guess. But it's a similar reasoning, and I think there's a huge indication which we may slightly adjust. But I think, well, Napoli beat Juventus. I mean, what's wrong? And Roma won all the games. I mean, they do have a chance. And so I wouldn't doubt these too much. And all the other games, I'm very, very happy with what the computer does, because it's very close to market, and it also goes along with my evaluation. Lazio we didn't look at because I said 145, 150. We have 148. Can you remember? So it's right in the middle. We could even consider Lazio, but after the loss, we have a slightly higher price. I mean, I don't need to do that, but that's another thought we could have. Checking out quickly the over-under, which I tried to introduce, but I know it's always some work, and I can't say it's not so reliable. The computer does a very good job, but I explained already the impact of single goals and maybe how teams behave afterwards and all those. Well, is it more difficult? It is less fun. That's what I would say. The under are least fun anyway. The over, you know, this is it's nothing to do. The amount of goals hasn't got too much to do with the outcome of the game. So, I mean, if a team are winning 1-0 and you want an over, of course you need a goal for a start. If they score this goal, then it is not their goal to make your over happen. If you have the side, they are willing to make your side bet, the bet on them, happen because they want to win the game. If you want an over, then you want them to go forward, score another one, go ahead. But they don't care for what you want. They care for their result. So that's why it's less fun, less reliable, and somehow it's more into gambling a bit, because you say, well, goals are gonna come, they are there, and I can see that. You can check the averages. But if you think about, right, what your wishes are, they in conjunction with what the team wants, and if it's not, right, you feel uncomfortable a bit. It is more gambling. You say, well, the goals did come, why are they not trying? And maybe disallowed goal or a not given penalty, that's even worse when you start to worry. Of course, that's the same if you have a bet on the side. But still, it's not the only real market to bet on is the 1x2, because there it is absolutely obvious that you just are going with the team. If you go for the draw, that sounds a bit silly, and not many people do so. That's why also the market there is not so strong, not so reliable, because no one cares. I mean, why would you? Is it 340 or 360? I don't care at all, right? I can't make a mistake there. I can make one, but it's not. No one is going to make use of it. but usually you go for a side. The Asian handicap is okay because usually the lines are between 0 and 1 goal. Up to this end, it is still, you are going along with the team you bet on. As soon as it's over 1, 1.5, 1.25 already, you say you have minus 1.25. They are winning by a goal. They are happy. You lost some money, even if you lose just half the bet, right? So the only real market is the 1x2. That's why I'm a bit more careful about this. And that's what I strongly would advise you. If you go betting roulette or something, then it's fully gambling because no one cares for your money. It's just a matter of probabilities. Is it going to happen or not? And you may get lucky. If you bet on the goals, it's a bit similar to that because the teams do not care for your bet. You can just say there had been this average, so somewhere the goals need to be coming, and why not in this game also? The under betting is even worse because you watch football, you want goals to happen, and then you wait for no goals to happen, so you switch off. Right? Sassuolo, we may have some indications here. Sassuolo, the over, why is it such a bad order there? 162, but market does agree. Genoa, what is the order here? Oh, they changed the kickoff times, I guess. I should have them always there, but it will be updated in a minute. I may see them if I update here. Genoa, 186, 191. 186. It's a very, very small indication on the under. I'm not going to try this. Inter 3.5 to 20. This is not indicated. Maybe the under would be. Why would we go for an under? Very small indication. 160. We got market is 162. Salernitana 157. Here it tells us over. Well, why wouldn't we do this? Of course, as I just explained. Try it or leave it. 2.5, 167 in the Empoli. 177 we got. Venezia against Spezia. 2.5, 166 we got. 177. This is the typical over. As I said, market with the X price says there are goals to come. Still the over price is higher. We're not going to try this because it sounds like this under. Why would I go against my intuition? Then I have to doubt my figures. What's wrong with them? We could adjust for the game, or we could adjust for both teams in their settings. Venezia are a promoted side. We do not know yet. We could do many of checks there. Sassuolo we checked already. Roma 2.5, 167. Sounds not so bad. Well, 177, no indication. Juventus over 178. We got 226 in the Juventus. Computer says under. Of course, I would agree here with the under because that sounds like one of those games. But of course, we know they both can score goals. They also know how to defend. But it's a surprise to me that such an under is indicated, and I wouldn't know the basis. 2.5, 186, we're happy with this one. So we have these two indications, which I'm going to leave here. And I'm going to leave you with this. We're going to check out on Monday. And see you then. Get your access today. Leave your comments, leave your likes, your shares and subscriptions. And very welcome, of course, on my Twitch channel. I'm trying to do some English streams there as well. As soon as people ask for it. I had one yesterday again. I did some already, and if there are people around, I can easily switch to English as well. So thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye. See you.